everybody, it's me, Steve Schnee, and you are watching The CD Junkie. Welcome to this episode of Recommended 1980s Edition. This is a show where I talk about one CD and bring it to your attention, play a little bit of music, and then hopefully encourage you to race out and grab a copy yourself, either in person in the wild or online. This episode, as I said, it's a 1980s edition. I'm talking about a band called Leisure Process. And this is a great duo from the UK. Now, Ross Middleton used to be the vocalist for a band called Positive Noise. Their first album was kind of I guess you could say almost gothic post-punk. Not quite. Let's just say post-punk. How's that? Because it wasn't really dark. And then he left the band. And they continued, and they became more sort of upbeat synthpop. I love the second and third Positive Noise albums. Oh my gosh. If somebody releases those on CD officially, I want to write the notes, but best off, I want to hug them every night when I go to bed. Same with this Leisure Process CD. Now, Ross Middleton, as I said, he was the vocalist of that band. Gary Barnacle, great musician, played on a bunch of records. They got together and they formed Leisure Process. Now, they put out 2 singles in 1982 and they put out 2 singles in 1983, and nothing was heard from them again in terms of releases. Now, Gary Barnacle went off and did some stuff. Unfortunately, I lost track of Ross Middleton, but he's alive and well, and that's all that matters. But this CD here, it's a 2 CD set, and it contains their 4 singles, the 7-inch versions and the 12-inch versions, A-sides and B-sides. And then it contains, a couple more mixes, and it contains essentially their unreleased album, rough mixes of their unreleased album, but they sound fantastic. It's not like degraded tapes and crappy sound. It just sounds like, hey, this is them putting together this album. Maybe a couple songs sound like maybe they could have used an extra keyboard or two, or maybe backing vocal or something, but I think that they had to sort of abandon the album. A lot of it was produced by Martin Rushent, and everybody loves Martin Rushent, for Human League and the Stranglers and Yachts and things like that. This is just, it's amazing because I'm hearing, I heard the 4 singles. I had the 4 singles. There's been some CDR bootlegs out there that features, vinyl transfers of the singles and A-sides, B-sides, 12-inch mixes and stuff. But here, it's official. You get it all together. You get all those singles, rarities, and unreleased stuff, and it is a wonderful, wonderful collection. If you're an 80s music fan like I am, this is something to definitely check out. It's danceable, it's synth pop, but it's also funky, and it's got some really cool rhythms going on. There's still that post-punk feel, but it's also got a synth poppy feel. Cash Flow was the only song that got played in Southern California. I think it was their third single, and it was remarkable because KROQ played it either a medium or high rotation. So you heard it all the time. So if you were listening to K-Rock back in 82, 83, then you're listening to the song Cash Flow. And it's catchier than heck. And I highly recommend it. If you're going to check out something, if you see that single out there, go ahead and buy it. But I still say, check this out because it's a great collection. You're going to get a couple different versions of Cash Flow. And but you're going to get a bunch of stuff that's never been released before, and it's great to hear. I don't want to say new music because it's 40-something years old, but it's new to me. I don't know if there's been bootlegs floating around with some of these demos or unreleased songs, but oh my gosh, it's just a great collection. I totally dig it. I'm so glad that this is finally available. Some kind of recognition for this duo that deserved recognition a long time ago. Sit back, relax. I'm going to play you a little bit, just snippets of some of the songs off of this 2 CD set. So enjoy this, and I will see you on the other side.
Make way. Here comes our love cascade. Our triumphs on parade. Why were we so afraid? Here comes our love cascade. She sees through you.
Well, that's it. Leisure Process, the complete epic recordings, a 2 CD set that's now on SFE, which is a subsidiary of Cherry Red, and it is available now. And I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me. I'm Steve Schnee, the CD Junkie.